Right now, members of the St. Louis County Council are wrapping up a hearing about the ongoing issues at the county animal shelter. About 2 weeks ago, the state revoked the shelter's license. 5 on your side, Holden Kerwicki was given a tour of that shelter today. Holden.
Well, and today, multiple members of the Department of Agriculture testified that the ongoing issues at the shelter actually date back to the time when the shelter was under APA control and failed 4 of 6 inspections. Though County Health Director Dr. Kanika Cunningham acknowledged that there are lingering issues, state officials testified that closing the shelter isn't a realistic option.
Nearly 4 months have passed since St. Louis County retook control of the animal shelter from the APA.
We've learned a lot. We've had some growing pains, of course.
Those growing pains include the shelter losing its state license, the resignation of the veterinary medical director, and a parvo outbreak that caused 19 dogs to be euthanized.
We did have a breakdown in our intake procedures. We had a breakdown in the cleaning and disinfecting.
Though St. Louis County Health Director Dr. Kanika Cunningham believes the staff got a handle on the parvo outbreak by closing temporarily.
We were still bringing in animals, but we couldn't move animals out. So now we have animals that's been here in the shelter for 30 plus days.
However, the shelter that houses over 200 dogs, 20 cats, a guinea pig, goat, and a pig is now running into issues with overcrowding.
Housing animals in a garage, that's not humane, that is not right. And knowing that we know that is not right, I need to advocate so that we can get the appropriate housing, the appropriate spacing for our animals that's in our care.
That's why the county is opening up a foster and adoption program to all St. Louis County residents.
St. Louis County has never had a foster program, so super excited to be able to get dogs out of the shelters, or even cats, into loving homes. Because what we do know, the longer they stay here, they do decline. This is not the best place for them to live and be and thrive.
As the shelter continues battling licensing issues and overcrowding, Dr. Cunningham is asking county leaders for $3 million in funding for renovations or even a new shelter.
We are working closely with the Missouri Department of Ag. They welcomed us to resubmit our application. I am really concerned that if we don't get this capacity issue fixed, that we're not going to pass.
The St. Louis County Animal Shelter is expected to undergo another state inspection on June 30th. That's just 4 days after Dr. Cunningham is set to be called for questioning by the council about the ongoing issues within the shelter. Mike?